Good morning, happy Halloween to the House of Shudder gang, House of Shudder UK, let me get it right. I hope you're all having an awesome start to your Halloween day. I think for a lot of us, it feels like Christmas today, so hopefully you might have some presents from Evil Santa, I don't know, maybe. Or you're just ready to start drinking around about 11 o'clock and just watch a ton of horror movies. That's what I'm going to be doing. I maybe drank a little bit too much last night, so I am trying to wake up. But I have been given a special mission by Chris and Claire at House of Shudder UK. They wanted me to come back and do a special Halloween quiz. I got this message weeks ago. I've had so much time to prepare, but my life's been a bit hectic, so I am preparing it for you right now on Halloween. But that's okay, the quiz is very well thought out. If you haven't done the Unlucky 13 horror quiz before, the way it works usually is that there's 13 questions, you answer them, and then you pop into the comments and the chat how you did, and we'll go from there. Now, because it's Halloween, I can't just do 13 questions. We have 25 questions. That's 5 questions on 5 different topics, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got all sorts of stuff coming up, terrifying toys, final girls, and we also, of course, are going to be doing some horror icons questions as well a little bit later on. Now, quick things to shout out about before we dive into the quiz. Usually there's a Google form and there's a whole thing that goes on. We're not going to do that today. It's Halloween. Let's chill out and just enjoy it. So grab a pen and paper. If at any point you want to pause the video, feel free to and have a think about it. It is just for fun. So then write down your answers. I will give you the answers to the questions at the end of this, at the end of the questions, obviously. And then just pop how many you got into the comments. And then we can just laugh and gloat and we'll probably figure out who the winner was. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So welcome to the Unlucky 13 horror quiz. Welcome back if you've been before. Let's dive straight into it with round 1. It is on terrifying toys. 5 questions on the horror world of terrifying toys. And question number 1 is this: Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, one of the weirdest sequels to a franchise ever, that's granted, but is deserving to be part of this quiz, for sure. And what I would like to know is that the film is centered around an ancient Celtic ritual involving an artifact from which famous landmark? There's a lot there. Sorry. So in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, there is a ritual, a Celtic ritual that centers around a artifact or an item from a famous landmark. What is the name of that landmark? That is question number 1. Getting straight into it with the difficult questions. It's not an easy quiz, but we have a good time. Question number 2. What is the name of the doll in The Boy? That is question number 2. What is the name of the doll in The Boy? This is Vinny, by the way. Vinny, House of Shudder UK. House of Shudder UK, Vinny. Yeah, he's great. Right, question number 3. Which of these films is real? Amityville Toy Box or Amityville Dollhouse? You can also answer neither or both. So, are these names real of films? Amityville Toy Box, Amityville Dollhouse. You can also answer that both are real or neither are real. So 4 possible answers there. 25% are getting it right. Question number 4. Of course, we have to mention everyone's favourite, Chucky. The new TV series, I watched episode 1. Absolutely recommend it. Was not expecting it to be as fun as it is. It is definitely up there. Not Ash versus Evil Dead levels, but very, very good effort. So yeah, check out the Chucky TV show. Now, what I would like to know is how many Chucky films are there? This is including direct-to-video, any movie that you can say that Chucky is the lead character in. How many Chucky films are there? I'll let you have a little think about that one. Let's say if at any point you want to give this a pause, come back to it, have a little think, that is absolutely fine. It's all a bit of fun on Halloween. Apologies that my set isn't a bit more Halloween-y. As I say, things have been a bit mental. I've been off to university studying film and my head's all over the shop. But hopefully this is all right and we're having some fun with this Halloween horror quiz. I've got my Jason top on. I'm feeling it. We're having a good Halloween, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Question number 5, final question in this round. What is the name of the toy puzzle box featured in the Hellraiser films? What is the name of the toy puzzle box featured in the Hellraiser films? I want its technical horror world name. It's not called like Tim or something like that. Yeah, just in case that's what you were leaning to. That's round number 1 finished. That was Terrifying Toys. Moving on to round number 2. It's called Final Girls, but what I mean is just great women in horror. That's what round number 2 is all about. So question number 6, as I say, pause at any time if you need a minute. Name, what I would like you to do, this is a poorly written question. I'm going to reword it. I would like you to name the actresses that have portrayed horror icon Annie Wilkes. That's going to be on both the big screen and the small screen. So I'd like the names of the 2 actresses that have portrayed horror icon Annie Wilkes. And once again, there's one on the big screen, one on the small screen. So have a little think about it. Rack those brains. Bit of horror TV knowledge you'll need this time around. Question number 7. Which psychological horror thriller did Mary Harron direct? Which psychological horror thriller did Mary Harron direct? I hope I pronounced the name wrong. Fingers crossed. Apologies, Mary, if I've got it wrong. So that was question number 7. Question number 8 in the final girls round. In 1992's softcore thriller Basic Instinct, what is Catherine Trammell's weapon of choice? In 1992's Basic Instinct, what is Catherine Trammell's weapon of choice? Fun fact, this was the first film I had to watch for my film course. Bizarre film choice, but I tell you what, it is actually damn good. Yeah, Paul Verhoeven knocked it out of the park. It is both sleazy and classy. Don't know how he did it, but there you go. Question number 9. What do the names McNamara, Chandler, and Duke have in common? What do the names McNamara, Chandler, and Duke have in common? I think the toughest question in this round, that one. Because I think if you know, you know. There's no sort of figuring it out, I don't think. That's question number 9. Question 10 in the House of Shudder UK. I'm going to get the name right eventually at some point through this video. It's been a while since we've done a quiz. I've missed it. But yes, in this House of Shudder UK Halloween special of the Unlucky 13 horror quiz. It's a very long title. You can understand why I'm struggling with it. Let's move on to question number 10 in the final girls round. What is the name of the final girl in Wes Craven's original Scream? What is the name of the final girl in Wes Craven's original Scream? I need the full name. I hope that goes without saying. I hope you horror nerds are already going for it and have put the full name out there, but it has to be the full name. I will not accept the first name. I nearly said her first name. Gave it away. No, I'll be careful. I think I did that before when we did our first stint of Unlucky 13 horror quizzes. And just so you know, I am planning on coming back at some point to do it sort of a bit more consistently, but I wanted to come in and give you a special Halloween one. Maybe before Christmas we could do a Christmas horror one. I want to keep popping in because it is a lot of fun getting to play horror quizzes with you, especially on Halloween. This is what it is all about. Okay, round number 3, Shudder Originals. So yeah, these are all going to be films on Shudder, or Shudder Originals. It's sort of in the title, isn't it? I shouldn't be explaining it more. So let's just get right into it. Question 11. In the sport of crazy balls, featured in Psycho Gorman, and it's 2 separate words there. So in the sport of crazy balls, featured in Psycho Gorman, what happens when 2 opposing teams' balls collide? I want the technical crazy balls term for that happening. So in Psycho Gorman, there is a mad game called Crazy Balls, which for the record, I think Shudder should do a sort of tournament of Crazy Balls, and that'd be great. So in the sport of Crazy Balls, when 2 balls collide, there is a special Crazy Balls term for that. I would like to know what that is. That's question number 11 in the Shudder Originals round. Question 12. In which clothing-based Shudder original film would you hear the quote, "We're all equal here, sort of like communism, but not really"? In which clothing-based Shudder original film would you hear the quote, We're all equal here, sort of like communism, but not really. Great film, by the way, number 12. If you know, you know. I recommend it. I was not expecting it to be anywhere near as entertaining as it was. Check it out. Obviously, you have to wait for the answers if you don't know what it is. Question 13 in the Unlucky 13, but not actually Unlucky 13, 25 horror quiz. In which US state is George A. Romero's The Amusement Park based? Or set, if you like. Question 13, in which US state is George A. Romero's The Amusement Park set? You've got a 1 in 52 chance here, so if you've no idea, take a stab. Go for it. Question 14, in one of my absolute favourites on Shudder, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Who plays Leslie Vernon? I think I've done this question before, but I just want to get his name out there and this movie out there because it is amazing. So in The Rise of Leslie Vernon, who plays Leslie Vernon? That's question 14. Question 15, final question in this round. When a host receives the title of Superhost on Airbnb, what does the host receive as a sign of their achievement? Technically, this is not based on the horror film. This is a real thing. I had no idea before I watched Superhost that Airbnb actually do a Superhost thing. And when someone has earned that title, they get given something. I would like to know what that is. It's going to be a difficult question because it's technically not horror film based, but I think it's fun. Why not? Keep you guys on your toes. I believe in you. Question 15. When a host receives the title of Superhost on Airbnb, what does the host receive as a sign of their achievement? To let people know that they are a superhost. I should have done it in the awful voice she does, but it creeps me out, so we'll leave it there. That's round number 3. This is the House of Shudder UK Unlucky 13 Halloween special of the horror quiz. Take your time. If you want to give it a pause, have a little think about the questions. If you want to go back and hear the questions again, please do. This is just for a lot of fun on Halloween. And make sure you put your answers and results in the comment chain that this video is in. Let me know what questions you hated, which questions you absolutely nailed. Get involved. And yeah, let the House of Shudder UK community know how you did, so we can chat about this quiz a little bit later on. Round 4 is all about Halloween. Some of these are film-based questions, some of them are historical Halloween questions. So question 16, what was the original jack-o'-lantern made of, according to the legend of Stingy Jack? By the way, the legend of Stingy Jack, very cool. Jack was very stingy and also tricked the devil. So read up on it. It is entertaining. But what was the original jack-o'-lantern made of, according to the legend of Stingy Jack? That's question 16. I hope it goes without saying. It's not a pumpkin. So yeah, have a little think about it. Question 17. We all know that Michael Myers' iconic Halloween mask was based off a William Shatner mask that had been turned inside out and painted white. We all know that. But what I would like to know is how much did that mask cost originally? So when they bought the mask to turn it into Michael Myers' mask, how much did it cost them? I will let you be within $1. It is in dollars. So I'll let you be within $1 of the answer to get the point. Question 18. According to folklore and legend, what 2 things must an unmarried woman do at midnight on Halloween to see their future husband? According to folklore and legend, what 2 things must an unmarried woman do at midnight on Halloween to see their future husband? This, I had no idea. I read about this earlier, the other day when I was making the quiz, and I was like, this sounds insane. It sounds very dangerous. What person would do this? So yeah, I'll give you a tip to potentially see your future husband later. Don't do it. It's not safe. There's a clue for you. That's question 18. Question 19 in the Halloween round. Rank these Halloween hits from highest grossing to lowest in the box office. Just so you know, it's in dollars. The only kind of clear information I could find was the American box office. So that's what I'm rating it on. So rank these Halloween hits from highest grossing to lowest grossing at the box office. Here are your 4 films. Scary Movie, Paranorman, hey, Casper, gotta love it, and Sleepy Hollow. Those are your 4. Scary Movie, Paranorman, Casper, and Sleepy Hollow. Please rank them from highest grossing to lowest grossing, and you'll get a point for each film in the right position, just so you know. So that's question 19. Have a pause, have a think about it if you like. If not, we'll dive straight into question 20. What is the record for the most lit jack-o'-lanterns? What is the record for the most carved and lit jack-o'-lanterns all together in one place? For starters, massive fire hazard. But also I'd like to say that if you're within 500, either way, I'll give you the point. So there's a lot, is what I'm saying. Whatever you're thinking right now, maybe add a bit. Yeah, this is what I'd say. So I want you to be within 500 either side, and I'll give you the point. That is the Halloween round done. Happy Halloween again. It does proper feel like Christmas today. I'm having a blast. Keep an eye out for the House of Shudder UK watch parties. There'll probably be a Halloween one. Of course there will. Chris is all over that. And I'm sure he'll fill you guys in on what the film is this week. And check it out. It is a lot of fun. I've been to a few of them. I'd love to go to more of them. Unfortunately, they're just bad timing for me, studies and whatever. But I love it. The facts and the fun that Chris has on there, even just through the comments and stuff, it makes a film a lot of fun. Up there with the Last Drive-In. You know, that level of fun facts. I love it. And also, I just want to mention Claire from House of Shudder UK, our Lord and Saviour, has released a book. Go and check it out. Go and pre-order it. Get a signed copy. I'm sure Claire, or I can put the link in the comments underneath this video. Go and check it out. It is an awesome murder mystery set in Portland, and I need to get my copy. So I'm on that, Claire, I promise. All right, the final round is on horror icons, rightly so, as it should be. So let's dive straight into it. Number 21. Toby Sexton plays a teenage version of which horror icon? That's question 21. Toby Sexton plays a teenage version of which horror icon? 22. What are the correct answers to the two questions Ghostface asks in the opening of Scream? So in that awesome opening with Drew Barrymore, she gets asked two questions. I want the answers to those two questions in the right order. So first question, the answer I want first, and then the second one. It's the correct answers. I don't want to know what Drew Barrymore says. I want to know the correct answers to those questions. So yeah, rack your brain right now, whiz it back, see if you can pull them out of the ether somewhere. Question 23, this is it. Which two historical figures fight ancient mummy Bubba Hotep in the film of the same name? Again, this is a movie you have to see because it's insane. So once again, which two historical figures, I'll do this because technically it's not actually them, but I'm sure if you've seen the film, you know the answer, you know what I'm talking about. So which two historical figures fight ancient mummy Bubba Hotep in the film of the same name? Question 23. 24, we're whizzing through this quiz. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're having a great Halloween so far. Question 24. According to the novel, this supernatural horror icon's actual name is Robert Gray. But what one-word nickname do they go by? I'll go again with that because it's a bit of a wordy one. According to the novel, this supernatural horror icon's actual name is Robert Gray. But what one-word nickname do they go by? This again is a question that if you know, you know. If not, have a guess at a one-word horror icon, I guess, and hopefully you'll land it. Final question in the Halloween horror quiz is this. Which horror icon has the most kills to their name? So which horror icon has the most kills to their name? I will give you 4 options. So which of these 4 has the most to their name? Is it Freddy Krueger, the Invisible Man, Hannibal Lecter, or Jigsaw? So which of these 4 have the most horror kills to their name? Is it Freddy Krueger, the Invisible Man, Hannibal Lecter, or Jigsaw? That is your final question in the Halloween horror quiz. Thank you for playing. I've been Kieran at House of Shudder UK, and in just a second, we're going to jump in with the answers. But I hope you've had fun. Get another drink. It is Christmas for horror fans. So yes, let's dive into these answers and see how you did. If you need to pause and go back and listen to some questions, go for it. This is just for fun. This is just for fun. So if you need a little bit more time to think about who Robert Gray is or anything like that, go for it. No sweat, okay? I'm now going to go back to the top and go through the answers, just so you know. So, Terrifying Toys, that's where we started earlier. And question number 1 was Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is, one of the weirdest sequels ever, but in it there is an ancient Celtic ritual and it centers around an item from a famous landmark. I wanted to know the name of that famous landmark. It is Stonehenge. Point if you said Stonehenge. Not a point if you said anything else. There you go. That's how a quiz works. Question 2. What is the name of the doll in The Boy? His name is Brahms and he's bloody creepy. That was the answer to question number 2. Question number 3. Which of these films is real? Amityville Toy Box or Amityville Dollhouse? I also said you could say neither or both. Both of them are real. I do not want to watch Amityville Toy Box. Also, I feel like I've said Amityville too many times now that I'm pronouncing it wrong or it just sounds weird in my head. That's, the answer to question number 3 was both of those films. Question 4. We've got to mention Chucky. How many Chucky films are there? There are 8 of them. I'm not going to read them all out, but Cult of Chucky is probably one of the worst. Fun fact. Number 5. What is the name of the puzzle box in the Hellraiser films? It is the Lament Configuration. The Lament Configuration? Yeah, I think I got that right. Point for that, it has to be Lament and Configuration like that. You know, it has to be the right answer. I'm not having any leeway. I know where it's just for fun, but it's got to be the right answer. Questions from round 2. It was Final Girls. That's Great Women in Horror. That's what it was all about. And question 6. Name the actresses who have portrayed Annie Wilkes on the small screen and the big screen. On the big screen, in Misery, it was Kathy Bates. And in the Stephen King kind of world universe TV show called it's something Rock. My mind's gone blank. I'm a bloody quizmaster. I should know this. But in that, Annie Wilkes is played by Lizzie Kaplan. Who is equally creepy. So yeah, very good. Check it out. I can't remember the name of it, but check it out. Question 7. I've jumped ahead. Which psychological horror thriller did Mary Harron direct? It was American Psycho, a classic. Question 8. In Basic Instinct, what is Catherine Trammell's weapon of choice? It is an ice pick. Question 9. McNamara, Chandler and Duke have what in common? They're all Heathers from Heathers, obviously. It's Heather McNamara, Heather Chandler and Heather Duke make up the 3 Heathers. That was the answer to number 9. Number 10, what is the name of the final girl in Wes Craven's Scream, the original? That would be Sidney Prescott. Point for that one too. We're steaming through these answers. Round 3 was on Shudder Originals. In the sport of Crazy Balls, featured in Psycho Gorman, what happens when 2 opposing teams' balls collide into each other? It is the switcheroo. So you then yell the switcheroo, and it's the first person to punch the other team player's person. I explained this poorly, but you got to punch the other player and then you get all of their points. That is the rule of the switcheroo in Crazy Balls. Watch Psycho Gorman if you haven't seen it. It's on Shudder right now. It is a gory, bloody, insane mess. Check it out. I love it. Question 12. It's Crazy Balls. Sorry. Question 12. In which clothing-based Shudder original film would you hear the quote, "We're all equal here"? Sort of like communism, but not really. That would be Slacks, and that's from The Awful Manager, who is a great horror antagonist. You just, can't wait for him to die. Does he die, though? You'll have to watch Slacks and find out. In which US state is George A. Romero's The Amusement Park set? That would be Pennsylvania. That's question 13. In question 14, in Behind the Mask, who plays Leslie Vernon? That would be Nathan Basil, who is amazing in that movie. So, so good. I nearly put Leslie Vernon in the horror icons category. Maybe not yet. Definitely a cult horror icon for sure. Question 15. When a host receives the title of Superhost on Airbnb, what do they receive as a sign of their achievement? It's super awful. It's a badge. That's it. It's not even a real badge. It's a digital badge, but I will allow badge if you've put badge. So point for that. Again, check out Superhost as well. I honestly should have knocked out of the park the last year. There's some amazing films to get your teeth into. If you're doing a horror marathon after this quiz, Superhost and Psycho Gorman, I just think they should be on there. Fantastic films. Right, round 4, we're on Halloween. What was the original jack-o'-lantern made of, according to the legend of Stingy Jack? That would be a turnip. Question 17. Michael Myers, that original mask that they bought was a William Shatner mask. How much did it originally cost? $2. $2. Be within $1 either side. So if you said maths. If you said $1, $2, or $3, I will give you the point. Question 18. According to folklore and legend, what 2 things must an unmarried woman do at midnight on Halloween to see their future husband? Walk downstairs while holding a mirror. So if you said walk downstairs, you get a point. If you said hold a mirror, you get a point. So 2 points altogether in that one. Okay. Also, please don't do that. It's very dangerous walking backwards down the stairs. It's not worth it. Just let fate tell you who your husband will be. Or, just stay single. Do what you like. Just don't tempt fate and fall downstairs. Please and thank you. See that? You get a quiz and safety from the House of Shudder UK horror quiz. Right. Question 19. I asked you to rank these horror films from highest grossing to lowest grossing box office. Those films were Scary Movie, Paranorman, Casper, and Sleepy Hollow. So the highest grossing, I'll start lowest. So we'll start this end. Lowest grossing was Paranorman, then it was Sleepy Hollow, then it was Scary Movie, and then Casper was the highest grossing. So if you got any of those in the right positions on that list, you'll get a point. So Casper highest, then Scary Movie, then Sleepy Hollow, then Paranorman. So there's 4 points up for grabs there. Question 20. What is the record for the most lit jack-o'-lanterns? I would like you to be within 500 of this answer, and the answer is 30,581. If you're within 500 either side of that answer, you get a point. Well done. You're a pumpkin nerd. Right. Round 5, the final round in this House of Shudder UK horror quiz Halloween special. It was on horror icons, round number 5. So question 21. Toby Sexton plays a teenage version of which horror icon? That would be Freddy Krueger, and he is terrifying. If you haven't seen it, the young Freddy Krueger is creepy, and it sort of makes you feel bad for him, but then you remember he's the worst. So question 22. What are the correct answers to the 2 questions Ghostface asks in the opening of Scream? Those 2 questions are, what's the name of the killer in Halloween? And then what is the name of the killer in Friday the 13th? So the first answer would be Michael Myers, and the second answer, not this guy. If you put this guy, no points. No points for you. It is Pamela. Pamela Voorhees was the answer to that one. So, yeah, you get a point for either one. So, Michael Myers, Pamela Voorhees is the answer. I will accept Mrs. Voorhees. It's Halloween. I'm feeling generous. So, there you go. Right, question 23. Which 2 historical figures fight against ancient mummy Bubba Hotep in the film of the same name? That would be John F. Kennedy and Elvis. And yes, you have not fallen into some weird dream. That is a real movie where John F. Kennedy and Elvis Presley, I'm doing this for good reason, when you watch the movie you'll see, fight an ancient mummy. And it is the craziest thing ever. It's awesome. Again, a great movie for a Halloween horror marathon. Just a lot of crazy fun. 24, according to the novel, this supernatural horror icon's actual name is Robert Gray, but what one-word nickname does he go by? That nickname is It or Pennywise. I'll accept either one of those. But yeah, his real name is apparently Robert Gray. The more you know, the more you know. Final question in the quiz. Which of these 4 icons have the most kills to their name? Those 4 were Freddy Krueger, the Invisible Man, Hannibal Lecter, and Jigsaw. The lowest of those 4 is actually Freddy Krueger. If I remember off the top of my head, it's Freddy Krueger, Jigsaw, Hannibal Lecter, and the Invisible Man is like 121 kills. So yeah, the Invisible Man is the right answer. If you put that, give yourself a point. Tot up the results and pop it into the comments. Let's find out who did the best. Let's find out what questions you loved, which ones were just impossible. Tell me how weird you think it was that I put an Airbnb question into the quiz. Let me know. This has been the House of Shudder UK Unlucky 13 Bumper Halloween Quiz Special. Thank you for hanging out with me for sort of half an hour and let me be part of your Halloween. I hope you have a great day. I hope you watch lots of movies, eat too much, drink too much, and just have an absolute blast. Love having Halloween on a Sunday. We can just proper chill out. So from me and Vinny and my amazing editor, Libby, who's going to put this all together, she's amazing and perfect, and I adore her. Have an awesome Halloween, guys. I will see you very soon. I'll be back for a proper Halloween run. We'll do a few on sort of Friday night, so we'll find a new night for it, and we'll do a few Unlucky 13 horror quizzes like we used to, you know, back when. So have an awesome Halloween. If you're new to the Unlucky 13 horror quiz, I'll see you again soon, and welcome, and thanks for joining us. If you've been before, good luck in the quiz. I look forward to seeing how you guys do. I'll definitely be commenting a little bit later on, so let me know how you did. And yeah, happy Halloween. See you soon. Watch loads of movies. Have a great time. I'll see you guys later.